on Bjell here. It looks like you're joined with Kanata, going for the curveball here today.
Yeah, we're feeling something together.
Yeah. Kanata's like, well, I just wanted to. And the caster's like, no. Like, no.
He's like, I had a feeling as well. And if Moonglade says so, it must be right.
Yeah, he knew that he saw that you were going for that in the chat, and he's like, wait, I go for Journey too.
I got to change this up right now because Moonglade is so smart.
Well, I can't argue with that, Moonglade. Here's SOS in the booth. As we said before, not finding the same amount of success he found in last season of Pro League or in last season in individual leagues as well. Just going straight 50-50, 10-10 here, 4-3 against Terran, one of his better matchups.
Yeah, he has got a lot of wins off this matchup. A lot of losses, one though. 3. It's essentially 50-50 all around. See what kind of day it is for him. 3-2 unofficially against Journey as well.
Yeah. And a 2-6 win record in ace matches.
Yeah, don't use this guy in an ace match.
Yeah, this is not the choice.
Not when you got, Mario, I guess. Since Mario's become like the top dog.
Yeah, for sure.
And here is Journey making a wish, closing his eyes. 4-2 in Pro League, 1-1 against Protoss.
Making a wish, man. He saw a shooting star here in the second basement floor that we're in down here.
He had it happens, man.
He had a feeling. He's making a call out to his fairy godmother. Please save me from this monster of SOS.
Please let me find that proxy base, that hidden base.
Give me luck in my scouting.
Let me find that proxy Stargate.
Yeah. Looking extremely serious, by the way. Very focused.
He knows he has to win this one. It's such an important game.
It's a huge match. Samsung basically needs to win this one to make it into the playoffs, or else they'll be praying once again. Let's jump into the match right now. SOS versus Journey on Deadwing. Down near the bottom left, in the green for the generic Green Wings, our Protoss player, it is SOS.
And up here in the top left, the Terran player, Journey. Previously a member of SKT.
Yeah, definitely learned a thing or two from that team coming over. He definitely has had a lot of his potential unlocked, I would say. And he's still working on it. He hasn't, like you said, found that major success just yet. But he's looking better and better every single time we see it.
Yeah, still, 4-2 is pretty impressive in Pro League. This guy, he has some play time this season, and he actually has gotten the wins.
Yeah, and I think Samsung's beginning to realize that too. Maybe only recently as well, he's starting to get better in the team house, and they're saying, okay, let's give him a shot. And he's just been performing. So they're like, okay, well, we can just continue to use this guy. It's very easy on our end.
One of those players that actually finally start using him when he gets wins. They're like, oh,
yeah.
I guess we should have just used him the whole time.
It's not like when you're in Prime's position, you're like, please, Terror, please. Just tonight, please. This one time, just please. And I understand he's doing extremely well in the house. He's really high up on the GM ladder. He's doing extremely well there as well, but he just can't seem to win in televised matches. And he's 0-7 in last season, and they're just begging for him to have some success. But it's the opposite story for Journey. He comes out and he's banging them out. He's 4-2, like you said. It's extremely hard to do in Pro League.
Yeah. He's a very talented player. Actually, used to play him a lot on the ladder as well.
Yep. What's your consensus here on Journey?
Well, he's alright. He's no Moonglade, but he's...
There's some guy out there who's like, I can't believe Moonglade is so arrogant.
Only jokes.
He doesn't understand that.
But he's a great player. He definitely beat me down a number of times. But he was very committed player as well. I did play him a lot. He was always
very
on the ladder.
Committed player, you said?
Very committed.
Practicing a ton?
Practicing a boatload. He just never stopped. So it only makes sense that he got this far as well. That sort of drive.
Yeah.
If you've got the talent behind it, you're going to make it.
That's pretty much all it takes. You just need to have a natural knack at playing games, and if you can put in the amount of time and you're dedicated enough, you are going to make it eventually.
Well, that's the dream, right? That's why everyone does it. Yeah.
We do see a nice hide on the probe here from sOs. He will get the Nexus down, even with the SCV scout coming out. And now just bringing the Reaper back. Just wants to stop the scout, looks like. Or maybe just go for scouting around the edges of his bases.
Yeah, well, you know, he is the trickster toss. He's got to check every nook and cranny, make sure no Stargaters are waiting to be made. Or no pylons anywhere. He's going to find the probe as well. So, oh.
Yeah, he will.
Is he going to stop it before it sees the CC? Yes. It's always good to deny as much information as you can.
Yeah, well, the Mothership core is already out, and he's going to go straight for the main base, and the Stalker will be out here to stop the Reaper from doing any damage. The Reaper should be able to get his scout off, but there's not much scout just yet.
Yeah, there should be enough Marines by the time this Mothership core gets here as well. The Marines are going to the front of the base. Reaper getting a good scout. He's going to actually see that robo facility as well at the top of that natural ramp, on top of the main ramp. Interesting
position on those buildings, too. Looks like he wants to wall it off a bit. Maybe these Hellion run-bys are just becoming more and more popular.
It makes a lot of sense. We did see Classic do that against Dream, actually, in the finals. You remember, he actually he did it on a couple of maps where he just put the buildings in front of the natural ramp to try and create a choke there.
Yeah, especially in game number 1. It was a
merry-go-round, right?
Yeah, a bit of a funky build, but we were kind of confused, but eventually we got the picture.
Yeah, it was a great build at the end of all things. Reaper's still on the map, looking around.
Looks like the choice for Journey is going to be Widow Mines, even after seeing the robotic facility. He's just going to try to get as much damage down as possible.
Probably a good idea, and I think it also has a lot to come into play with the fact that sort of the robo facility was blocking at the top of the ramp there. So if you did go for Hellions at all, they'd probably end up doing not much.
Yeah. So we're not going to see any starport here for a bit.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising, actually.
Yeah, he's going to commit very heavily to his infantry, his barracks. 2 of them coming out here. He's going to go for upgrades. Also an engineering bay. Going to try to get a +1 possibly, go for a bit of a hard push. But on the other side of things, sOs making 5 extra gates. He's not taking his gases, and we have a Warp Prism coming out. Yeah, this is sOs for you.
This is sOs. He's found a new cheese. That's going to be a 6-gate Warp Prism all in. And let's have a look at exactly what Journey has right now. He's got a number of Marines, about 9 Marines in the main base. And they're kind of getting split up at this point because this is the last thing he's expecting, I'm sure. Yeah. I wouldn't mind also at the top of the 3rd base ramp, in case anything comes up there, but unfortunately for him, nothing will be.
Yeah. This is going to be a pretty cool build.
It is a cool build, and I don't think Journey is ready at all for this. So all his bio is getting together right now.
Yeah, he did scout the fact that there's no gas over there. Totally blocked off at the front for a Protoss. Very, very strange. There's a probe in here. He's making a pylon.
Oh, okay. Well, now Journey knows he's going to actually pull some SCVs and go for the attack.
Yeah, you know what? This is a ton of bio. The build that Journey has gone for, it should be able to hold this off, but...
supply blocks right now as well. Maybe waiting for this medivac, maybe waiting for stem. Running out of time, though. Another warp in is going to happen before before anything is done about it.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's got a bunker up here. He's very prepared as you could be. He's going to try to push in now.
Wouldn't mind. Going to be planted.
I think he should wait for stem. It's pretty close to finishing. He's got a bunker. But at the same time, as you mentioned...
He got rid of the Observer. That is a huge move as well.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Journey looking good right now. Waiting for that stem would be the perfect thing to do.
Really would be. He's just waiting. He is so patient with this. He's got so much bio right now, just waiting for those upgrades to come out. But at the same time, sOs making a ton of units. He gets that Observer out. He's trying to get the Widow Mine down. And a really nice couple force fields come down and cut that army in half.
Stem finishes. Nice pickup as well. More SCVs being pulled. 2 more Widow Mines from behind. If they can get down, they're going to do a lot of damage. But very smiley from sOs, focusing them down.
Not quite able to get them, and he cleans up all the SCVs. The bunker, the second one doesn't finish. The other one kind of in a strange place, not doing the best at defending this push. And he's still got a ton of gates out here.
Yeah, a ton of gates. He needs to wait for more bio. He cannot actually commit to a fight anymore. He's going to try though.
Yeah, sOs trying to focus down that bunker, but it just doesn't look like there's enough here for Journey. He's trying to hide behind those forest fields with a bunch of bio and just try to survive for now, but...
Oh, man. My prediction was wrong, Valdez. I am crushed.
Not today, Moonglade.
Not today.
Maybe next time.
Well, looks like he's going to clean up the rest of the fire. SCV's coming from both sides, but he can just simply focus down these Marauders and the job will be done.
Cool little force field there to block off the SCVs from joining the fights. And a crazy build once again out of sOs. He's like the master of these best of ones right now.
Yeah, he is doing so well. Such smart plays. Really knows how to think them out. Loving what we're seeing from sOs.
GG. He's going to get a second win on the board for Jin Air, and Jin Air is looking really strong today, I have to say, using two of their strongest players in the beginning of the map.
Yeah,
beginning of the match.
Getting really dangerous for Samsung, but next up is Rogue against Bravo.
Oh boy.
And Rogue is a beast right now. His favorite place to play is in Proleague. He does so well in these best of ones. It's going to be against Bravo, a player that we know likes to go a lot of mech in most matchups.
Yeah. The map is going to be Cactus Valley. So I suppose it is possible to go for mech on this map, for sure. It's a very big map if you can just get it down, but Rogue, he's a very smart player. We'll see if he's going to be able to respond to Bravo's mech play here. I think he should be able to. Definitely favoring Rogue coming into this match.
Yeah, I definitely favor him to take this one. And it's not boding well for Samsung. They really needed at least one of the first two matches to win in order to get to Reality. Maybe Reality can bring them to an ace match, but without that extra win, like, no chance of that happening. We could very well see that 3-0.
Yeah. You know, maybe if they get Reality out there and get to that ace match, as you're saying, but I don't know. I'm looking at all these Samsung players' faces, and they just look down. They don't look in high spirits, and they shouldn't be, man. They are about to get 0-3'd by Jin Air, and I think that knocks them out. I think they have to get like either a 2-3 or a 1-3, but either way, it is not boding well.
Well, Samsung, yeah, if they lose...
Yeah, they have to get a 2-3 and a bunch of other stuff to go right.
Yeah, they have to win at least 2 games, or they are just... They cannot make it. They have no chance at all.
So there you go. Samsung in a really terrible spot right now. Jin Air trying to not give them any chance of getting into the playoffs even once here. They couldn't do it in the first 2 rounds, and looking likewise for round number 3.
Yeah, could have been an unfortunate game for Journey. I was really excited to see what he could do, but it's not prepared enough for that all in. Now, Rogue versus Bravo. Cactus Valley. Should be a pretty fun map. You know,
Yeah.
I don't mind this map. It's not my favorite map, but still it'd be good for a ZV2.
Well, let's see how it goes down, guys. After a 3-minute break, we'll be right back.